Yeah, boys. Good evening. Piece of shit toaster milk drinker reporting in. Where are we at? Imrik for 4 turns. We got Oxyotl turn 26, is still under 30 turns. And Imrik has currently 8 turns in the queue. So Imrik to 26 is the current thing. Imrik to 26. Hey, St. Isaac. Any campaign under 30 turns gets double, and on wheel double. We'll start with Imrik to turn 26, and then Karl, followed by Ostankia. Ostankia is the only fresh campaign. A couple of things got added after Ostankia, and Wurzak is still got added at the end, so Wurzak is still gonna be first with 3 rolls. Currently, Village, Karl, and Sigvald to get the 2 rolls. And the 5th one, who the hell is 5th one? I guess the 5th one is still Trot. Karl has 8 turns to 46. Karl has a chance for a first spot. Piece of Patisserie of shit Eggman. I don't even remember who requested this campaign, but this one is a mess. This one is a mess if I ever seen one. I mean, they're all good, but this one is something else, man. Surprisingly, since the Manfred campaign, nobody's been sabotaging shit. You guys are going too easy. Like, I dare you to wreck this shit. Don't go easy. This shit's supposed to be struggle and not, you know, just easy stuff.
Imrik, as you are, noble son of all.
Guy's named Damien.
Direct me. Stopping for the moment.
I went hard, yeah, St. Isaac went hard. And everybody else is like, enough, it's enough.
The Dragon Prince is born for heat.
I do have an occasional issue.
Oh my god!
There's the helicopter.
Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
Imrik,
Hey, Golan, you've been here for 50 months. What the fuck are you still doing here?
as hot as dragon's fire.
Sabotaging these guys is pretty bad, due to the nature of this campaign. I mean, going after these guys is pretty bad because of the nature of the campaign. All the Skaven, Chaos Dwarves, and Grimgor are at +6.
I await your orders.
I don't believe this campaign will be in top 5. I played this campaign with a policy of fuck it. It's not gonna be top 5.
Truly,
But being next to a +6 Lankarian definitely played a role.
strategy beyond compare.
I'm still hopeful for Durtu being in top 5, but people are not rolling the wheel too much. Durtu is currently on turn 20, so Durtu gets double. can easily add 5 turns to Durtu, right, guys?
You may look upon me.
Hey, Cludis.
Nothing stands in my way.
So yeah, I managed to eat all 30 eggs yesterday. Went with 12 deviled eggs before sleep. And I don't think deviled eggs in big quantities are a good thing to eat. I usually like 1, 2, maybe 3 okay, but it's like that strong flavor and spiciness of deviled eggs. It gets too much if you just keep eating them. I didn't have a single fart, Cludis. I only had 205 to 210 grams of protein yesterday, and I'm still recovering from exercise, so pretty much how much you need. So no protein farts. They usually start when I pass like 250 grams. For me, normal amount per day is 200. If I go 250 grams and I eat some high fiber food in the same day, then I have the farts. It's like something is decomposing.
Enough for today.
Has to be a mix of much higher protein and some fiber.
The Dragon Prince is born for
My bacteria produce a lot of gases when I eat fiber from the bread. That's the only time I actually have the wins.
guide me. As hot as dragon's fire.
But it's kind of interesting, you know. I eat like most days I eat like I had like 45 grams of chia seeds today, a bunch of other stuff with this fiber, and this doesn't give me gas at all. I eat a couple of slices of bread, the high fiber bread, gas immediately. It's like my bacteria don't like bread. But those wins that stink are don't really happen unless I pass like 250 grams of protein.
The dragon shall wake.
200 grams is normal for me. Like this week I eaten like a kilo of protein.
Truly, this is
Okay, I'm gonna go around and into the Empire and hope this doesn't end up in top 5. What's going on Ultron? Okay, it's chill. Chill.
Ill at ease.
But yeah, I think I can't eat 1,000 eggs in a month. 20 eggs in a day is like an upper limit for satiety for me. Well, I think more ideal would be 15 eggs in a steak. I think over 20 eggs is overkill. Should be overkill over 20 eggs in a day for most people. I feel like a giant, though, I can see more than 20. It were 12 fried eggs, 6 scrambled eggs with sriracha, butter, and there were 12 deviled eggs. I used salt, pepper, tablespoon of olive oil, tablespoon of Dijon mustard, and sprinkled ground red pepper to make them deviled. The first 5 tasted very good, but the last two were hard to finish. But like 10 minutes later, I already felt like I did something more. Well, it's almost impossible to find a good Mayo top manager.
True son of Ulthuan. Stopping for the moment.
No, I don't really bother making things from scratch. I'm going with simple stuff. That's why deviled eggs are overrated. I'd rather just make the... I honestly prefer just plain boiled eggs with a little bit of salt. I'm a simple man.
Request. Setting the pace.
Sometimes I add some stuff and I end up regretting it.
The last Phoenix. Master of Drakes.
Everything dies.
I await your orders.
Imric.
Like eggs are pretty basic, and some people would just call it like a sufficient food, nothing special. But I think eggs are amazing. Taste amazing. You can make them in a million ways. And I just love even just the plain eggs. So I definitely question who's called this. Like, I can see chicken, like just plain chicken breasts. That's prison food, if you ask me. Yeah, I call that prison food. Even if you add some voodoo to make it, seasoned and stuff, it has to have something at the side. Like, chicken breast is just boring food. Well, the eggs are amazing. I put eggs together with chicken wings. The level of taste.
Crown Prince. Seeking glory.
The salmonella is it's in the shells, not really in the yolk afterlife. I actually had food poisoning from eggs one time. It was the worst I had it. It lasted 10 days. Literally everything I put in my body turned into water, into liquids. I spent in a mix of diarrhea and throwing up. I'm not sure if it was a salmonella or something, but I was 10 days of suffering. I stayed at home. And one of the eggs was off when I was making them, but I already made 7 eggs in the bowl, so I just left it.
Holy shit! What the
I just left it, and I regretted it. After that, it never happened again. But if I ever see if I see something off with the egg, I just throw everything away in the future. But it happened only once in my life. I noticed it was off. It smelled off, but I already threw it in with the rest of the 7 eggs, so I just cooked all of it. And 10 days of suffering. But I never had any issues after that. Even after I went through that, I still just kept eating eggs. Like.
Able.
Eggs, when they get off, when they spoil, it's terrible. It's one of the probably most horrid horrid foods that can spoil for your body. It's an absolute nightmare of combinations that are inside. So this shit has to be fresh. Chicken plus eggs, mother and egg, katsudon plus rice, best fried battered bulking meal. Yes, yes. I don't eat It said, what's it called? Fried battered meal, fried battered chicken. I don't eat that, no. Sometimes when I, you know, when I was drinking last year, I made poor decisions, and you know, once in like a couple of months, even took like once in a couple of months to make a poor decision and eat that Kentucky Fried Chicken type food. But it was all still because of nephew. I don't prefer fried chicken. I would still pick something else over it.
What news?
Brave son of Ulthuan.
Noble born.
Yeah, the egg has to sink for it to be good. But like I said, I only had that one type issue. I mean, if you break a bad egg, you will immediately notice the smell. It is noticeable the moment the shell cracks. And if you notice an odd smell, throw it. Throw everything. I've smelled that once in my life, and I just remember it was super powerful smell. It was really awful. And when I ate the eggs tasted fine, but it was still bad. The result after.
You have my attention. Be ready for anything.
Yeah, we're almost in the mountains. It's an expedition to the other side. Exactly, Wizard. I always break them in a plate to see if something is off with them. Notice the smell. If everything is just normal, then I put in the pan.
First, offer thanks to Vol.
I've eaten probably over 10,000 eggs in my lifetime. I only had the issue once.
Make haste, Asor! Tomorrow, it will be so.
And if, from my experience, if you break the egg and you immediately notice something odd, especially with the smell, that's it. Just throw it. The smell of eggs should be almost odorless, without any smell.
I will move momentarily.
As hot as dragon's fire. Dauntless.
You know, I open eggs that have a little bit like blood type thing inside them, like a red vein or something that's blooded. I eat those. That's like perfectly normal. All those eggs have that white inside, and sometimes that white is like looks like it's it looks like it has some blood in it. From time to time, I see those in the eggs as well.
Noble son of Ulthuan.
The eggs I eat, over half the eggs I eat are organic, free range, and the other half are free range. The organic free range are almost twice as expensive compared to, actually over twice as expensive compared to just free range. Like 10 free range eggs is about €3.20, and 6 organic free range is €4. I still think organic free range is affordable. You can still get 12 eggs for the price of a steak. Like a good sized steak. Well, organic free range eggs are still cheaper than a steak I eat. But not by much.
I await your command.
The steak is not organic though, it's almost impossible to find such things here. Just your standard steak made in a factory.
I was born to commune with dragons. No.
We have, I think, much higher standards for meat production here. From time to time I see stuff where people talk shit about pork, for example. And I've been eating pork my entire life and I'm not noticing anything bad about it. Pork gets bad rap and it feeds literally billions of people. It's the most consumed meat in the world. I tend to eat pork tenderloin. I eat kilos of it every month. And it's from Denmark. Denmark produces a lot of pork in Europe. If you guys didn't know. Pork tenderloin, amazing meat. It's pretty much similar contents like drumstick when it comes to macronutrients. It has a lot of potassium as well. That's what people is bizarre, you know. People say, "Oh, we're potassium meat." Pork has a lot of potassium. More potassium than banana. Usually getting a lot of potassium is difficult. It usually comes with all sugar.
Valiant.
Unless you eat like a whole bowl of salad stuff.
I will move momentarily.
Heat cannot stay.
I've been eating bananas again, so I get enough potassium these days.
Strategy beyond.
But I think potassium of all the minerals is the hardest to get because modern diet has too much salt. Which is not a bad thing, but your body requires more potassium when you eat more salt.
Born to lead. I will continue.
For me, it's common to have over a half to a kilo of water retention because of salt in my diet. On most days.
Greatest of the dragon princes.
Your sleep grows, I can tell. You come thinking to bargain, but I have already won.
This will be masterful.
Masterful.
Kissed by the moon.
Yeah, this is a good position.
They will know Calador's name. They'll thrive under mine.
The body can work on suboptimal amounts of potassium for years, but something has to go to maintain that.
The dragon shall wake.
And it's like the human body is a wondrous thing. It can run suboptimally for decades, but problems start happening after a long time. That's why everybody's taking their health for granted. Daily multivitamin. You can't get potassium from pills. It's too sensitive for the stomach. They can only limit it for a couple 100 milligrams, and your body needs over 4 grams. It's one of those nutrients that has to come from food. It has to come from food. because otherwise it's far from ideal. And a lot of these synthetic vitamins have been proved to cause issues in the body. What kind of genetic lord is the blue Chaos Dwarf faction leader? I can't really say. I would say it's a spellcaster.
Warrior Supreme.
The multivitamins and the pills can help you with the short-term in the body, but they don't contain everything that's part of the vitamin that's in the food. So the long-term they're not going to work unless your body provides what's missing.
Glory awaits.
In other words, to get your you get your vitamins and minerals from food, not from pills. Most pills are ineffective unless you are literally malnutritioned. But then again, there is also different tiers of quality, which you can also, you know, help. Some really cheap multivitamins that really don't do anything for you than just waste your money. We have only one Dragon Prince in the army. How stupid is that the Dedicated to War gives 5 leadership Dragon Princes? A unit has 85 base leadership. What the fuck? There should be 5 attack to Dragon Princes. I take creatine almost every day, Cludis. About 5 grams. Creatine works. I've personally experienced it. Because I lift to failure, and over time I can lift more because I count, and I usually do it consistently at the same time, same conditions, and performance increases over time. I take about 5 grams on most days. Just basic creatine monohydrate. Actually, I got half a kilo of it today on discount. Saved me 20 euros. Yeah, they should. This is pointless. The unit has 85 leadership. It's near unbreakable. This should be something else. This is pointless. Yeah, I was at the store today and I saw half a kilo of creatine for 30 euros, and I had to buy it. I usually buy half that for 22 euros. I drink it usually in warm water with half a dose of ashwagandha. But when I don't use ashwagandha, I just put creatine in my Greek yogurt meal. I've no trouble with it, Cludis, never had any trouble. When I started using the first time, I was consuming like 10 grams for like 3 weeks. Haven't had any issues either. But no issues with the large doses for me. I can drink liters of coffee a day and have no issues. You know, I'm one of those people that can drink supplements on empty stomach with no issues. For some people, creatine has been proven to have no effect, but they haven't really tested a larger dose for those people. So if you pay attention and if you see that it's not doing much, you just increase the dose. I've listened to that study where it's proven that it does nothing for some people. But they didn't try to increase the dose for those people. And it's perfectly safe if you double the dose, just use more of it. I mean, in most situations, for most people, because, you know, creatine is so popular these days, most people will use creatine and they will never really exert themselves to the point of soreness, to the point of failure, to the point of, you know, where they can't go on. So the creatine won't do much. So for those people, creatine will just store more water in the muscles and not going to do anything. Has some, you know, effects on the brain, which are positive. But for those people, mainly just going to store water in the muscle. But if you are exercising to the point of exertion, exercising a lot, where you need to recover usually for more than a day, creatine will definitely help you. Even for regular people, creatine is shown to do something outside the muscle, Top Manager. And you can't get enough creatine from meat. If you eat like a kilo of meat, you get like 1 gram of creatine. And most people are not gonna eat more than a kilo of meat a day. So like a couple of days ago, I was doing 30 kilometers of brisk walking. I was on a Sunday, 30 kilometers of brisk walking. Well, a lot of it was uphill with a 20 kilo vest. The largest muscle in the body and the legs were so sore. I was like, towards the end of the day, I tried to do another 5,000 steps. It started hurting so bad I couldn't even move anymore. And the next day, it hurt so bad in my legs that I thought it was going to be bad for another 2 days. But every time I was eating a high protein meal, it got a little bit better. 2 days later, it was completely healed. Usually, it feels the worst on the third day. The second day is bad, but the third day is the worst. But I really feel like massive amounts of protein and creatine helped the recovery there. My left muscle between the thigh and the ass, holy shit, man! It felt like it would tear. It hurt so bad on the second day. I was definitely going overkill. And that day, I have struggled. I have struggled to make 10,000 steps. Struggled. I had to go slow. But the exercise, light exercise, did help it recover faster. But I've immediately noticed after every meal, after that day, an improvement, almost instant improvement. Like I used the potion of healing. High protein meal, already improvement in the body, almost like within hours. And it was the fastest recovery I had. Fast recovery I had. Like I said, this week after that exercise, I had like a kilo of protein, and the recovery was so fast.
Dragon Prince.
Speak your mind.
I didn't realize there was such an intersection of Total Warhammer and bodybuilding. Well, Jim, I was actually having what do you say? I was neglecting my physical activity, and I was ignoring my health for almost a decade. It got into the point in 2021 where I got to 146 kilograms. 146 kilograms. So I was really overweight, and I started having problems with it. My left leg, I started literally growing spider veins from the bottom of the feet for a couple of inches. So I've said, like, next year I've got to do something. Then I got a COVID, and then I lost it's like 7 kilos. And a couple of months later, it was 2022. I think 2022 was the year of health, when I declared the year of health. At my heaviest, I was 322 pounds. 322 pounds. and I started eating better. I started by changing my diet first, and then I started exercising when I lost about 20 kilos. And since then I lost 50 kilos and gained this amount of muscle. But yeah, my body is still changing. You know, like the first 2 years were basically just getting better food. Like diet is everything. Like, I mean, this is me at my heaviest. I actually saved one of the pictures. This I had about 146 kilos here. And this is when I lost. This is, I think, I had 95 kilos here. What was the most recent picture? I didn't make a picture recently, but I've 89 kilos right now. And this is me drunk, walking around the city last year. 2 months drunk, Elich. Where the fuck is that other picture? I mean, you can see it in the face on this one. Can't seem to find that one. Gotta put all those pictures somewhere in one folder or something. That was this was my more recent picture. This is how I look like right now. Day drunk. This is how I look pretty much right now. Look at this person here. Can't believe I would ever live like this. Like, what the fuck? So yeah, I did a massive change in my life, and enough was enough. Never looked back. On my path to get visible abs, there were a couple of bumps so far when it comes to alcoholic episodes. Like 3 or 4 binge drinkings.
Brave son of Ulthuan.
I'm trying to get to 85 kilos before summer. That's the current goal. I'm currently 89.
Dragon Rider.
Yeah, changing your body shape from fat to more muscle, especially in the upper body, it takes a while. Probably for most people take like 3 to 5 years. Especially going from there to that. My legs are very muscular because I was literally brisk walking with all that weight, but the upper body is work in progress.
Light my path.
Every few kilos, I hit a wall. I hit a wall where my body doesn't change for a couple of months, no matter what I do. And literally, I could do the same thing for 2 months and nothing would change. I do something different. Unless I stop eating completely, start fasting a lot, nothing really changes. Like last time, I was doing the same thing for 2 months, and the weight started going off. Just like that. Like the body gets to that point, that set point where you spend too many years of your life, and it just says no. I'm not going to move from that. I'm going to down-regulate your entire metabolism, everything, just to keep a dead weight, no matter what you do. And if you've been fat for a long time, these sections on your goal or on your path, they can take a while to get past that. For me, it happened a couple of times. The longest one was like around 95 kilos. It took a while. To drop under 95 kilos. I was literally between 94 and 96 kilos for almost an entire year. And that was with me fasting, intermittent fasting, and every 3 months fasting for 3+ days. And still no, body would just say no. The alcohol was fucking it up as well. And summer last year, I was walking over 500,000 steps every month, before the summer, for 4 months straight, 500,000 steps every month. And very clean diet, slightly lower than usual fat. And I managed to drop under 90 kilos for the first time. And I got to 89 kilos. And it felt like I would just be melting from that point on. Then I started drinking again pretty badly. You know, guys know the situation. And it went back to 95 kilos. And a couple of months later, the arm situation, and then I just recovered from that like 2 months ago, and now I'm back on the same path I was before summer last year. But for me, what made it always the worse was drinking. And the last time I was drinking, it actually felt really good. I had so much energy. I was exercising a lot. But then I got the radial tunnel syndrome. The body was getting serious inflammation from the alcohol. And I had my arm fucked for 3 weeks. That was a sign to never drink that much again. Like final time, really. It's all about calories. It's not true. That is not true. Calories matter, but it's not about calories. Your body is not a bomb calorimeter. Your body has hormones. It has feelings. It's a biological machine. Yeah, if you stop eating and you don't do it the right way, you start losing muscle and bone density as well.
I await your orders.
Resting for a little while.
And all the calories are not the same. That's the problem is they're not the same. 3,000 calories of mixed food, you know, the human diet it's not the same as 3,000 calories for meat.
I concur.
And vitamin supplements are horrible. That's a horrible idea. There's no health in that in long term. We want vitamins and minerals from food, not from supplements.
Ali!
Some food is just more bioavailable to
Resting a
humans,
spell.
and some food is more, what do you say? What's the word? More compatible with the human diet. Main example would be the vegan diet is not compatible with the humans, like carnivore diet is, for example. They're both kind of in the extreme version. One is worse than the other. But when you have a mix of both, it could be closer to ideal.
You may
But
look
ultimately, if your hormones are fucked in the body, which most people have imbalanced hormones, you'll not be losing weight, and you'll just get sicker over time. Your body will not work no matter what you do until you sort your hormones out. Hormone balance is the most important thing in the body. They really dictate everything you do and your body does. They come first, and nothing works without hormone balance. You gotta get your hormones in check first, and then the diet will start working. And preferably real food. Doesn't matter if it's vegetarian, carnivore, grains or shit, as long as it's whole food.
loyalty is all. Bound.
It doesn't matter, the weight is not a priority. The priority is health. And when you're healthy, you're gonna lose the weight.
Bring them.
Healthy body full of nutrients and the right materials will build muscle naturally. And the natural muscle will have no problem using energy. Even without exercise, your body will get more muscular if you eat real food.
No contest at all. They are shooting.
But if your hormones are fucked, which most people are, nothing will work. So you gotta sort your hormones. You gotta sort your cortisol, stress hormone. You have to be balanced with your sleep hormone. And you gotta sort your insulin. Insulin is a natural thing in the body that helps the body work, but the modern living has fucked up insulin for most people. And fucked up insulin will just make you sick. Until that starts working, nothing will work. No amount of exercise or supplements will help you. I sorted my hormone issues with 5 months of keto diet or keto lifestyle. Ketosis is a natural thing in the body. So I just dropped carbs for 5 months. And I literally did no exercise. I lost nearly 20 kilos. And then I started walking. It was a hell for my knees, for my ankles. Started walking a couple of kilometers every day. Every week, one more, until I started walking 10,000 steps a day. So like, it doesn't matter the number. 10,000 is like a fixed number. I like the number, but walking for 8,000 or 12,000 or 10,000, you know, it's important to move.
Corruption is right.
Yeah, but the first fucked up thing in your body is gonna be liver. And there is so much the body can do with liver and exercise. Muscles will become sensitive to insulin, but the liver cannot be fixed if it's fucked. The moment it's fucked, you need to focus on your diet first, and then the exercise. Because you know they have those general programs for people, like everybody is like slightly overweight. But a person that has fucked up hormones, that's 30 kilos overweight, you can't give them the same program as you would give somebody who is like 10 kilos overweight with just a slight hormone issue. It will not work. That's why fat people first need to start learning to walk again before they can even consider brisk walking and running. You go immediately to running, you're just gonna fuck everything up. You sort your health by doing the proper diet first, and the body will lose weight without you doing anything else. If you're like over 100 kilos, you just start eating real food, the body will just start losing weight. It'll be less hungry, because what is hunger? Hunger is a feeling that is caused by hormones. There's a hormone in the body that raises up and makes you feel hungry and uneasy, and eventually even lightheaded and all kinds of fucked up if it's just a sugar diet. And there is a hormone in your body that tells you that you don't need to eat. So there's a balance between these two hormones as well. And if you don't sort your diet and those hormones are fucked, usually how those hormones get fucked when you don't move much and you eat too much carbs. That's why carbs are bad, because they fuck up your hormones. If you eat too much carbs, that can cause an imbalance in your body, and your hunger hormone is constantly elevated. Because eventually your body will not be able to use what you're storing. It will just be storing everything non-stop. And you'll just be constantly hungry, but you're storing thousands of calories every day without using it. So you're just getting fatter, 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 and your hormones are getting worse. Until that hormone balance happens between these two hormones, the one that causes hunger and satiety, they are balanced, you will not be able to lose weight. Because your body will just be storing energy without using anything out of the body. You're just gonna keep eating. You're just gonna keep making you hungry every time. That's how fat people just keep getting fatter, because they eat the wrong food. Sort your hormone first. Your body will be telling you after a while when you eat real food if you're hungry or not. And you have to, if you've been having problems with food, if you've been using food for comfort for too long, you have to know when you're actually hungry. If it's actual hunger, or is it habit, or is it, what do you call it, craving? You have to figure this out. If it's a real hunger, eating out of habit, like you see somebody else eat, you want to eat as well. And then there is cravings. Cravings are the worst, and they're usually because you eat drugs, not food, high carb food. Like donuts, beer, or chocolate, or ice cream, those are drugs. And those are cravings, and that's not real hunger. And those are the things that fuck up your hormones. I mean, there's nothing wrong with eating those things from time to time, but if you have a fucked up hormones, they're just gonna make things worse. So you have to know when it's a real hunger, when it's a craving, or when it's just what was the third one? Habit. Most people will just eat because of habit. You see somebody else eat, or say, oh, I could eat. Oh shit, look at the time, we have to do breakfast. The world will end if I don't have breakfast today. Oh shit, I haven't eaten in 4 hours, I gotta eat again. Eating out of habit is terrible. And that's a really hard thing to beat. Because the influence of food is everywhere, And there's so much delicious drugs everywhere called fast foods, ultra processed foods. There is you really have to be disciplined, really disciplined to stop eating out of habits. And once you stop eating drugs, the real food will taste amazing, and you will know when it's hunger or when it's boredom. And hunger is just a feeling. Body is sending you a feeling that you could eat. It doesn't really mean that you need to eat. So how does somebody who has 200 kilograms, 400 pounds, 450 pounds, get a feeling of hunger? Just think about it for a second. That is mental. That is a sickness. That is something is fucked up in the body. The body is broken. The signals don't work anymore. That's a drug addict, not a hungry person. And I know this. I have experienced it myself. I was eating some weeks McDonald's 10 times a week.
Strategy.
Kebab every day. Pizza almost every day. I eaten more pasta, pizzas, and McDonald's for 2 lifetimes. I know. These are drugs. These are not food. This is not real food. It's just drugs. Real food is whole. It has what you need, and it has instructions to use, vitamins and minerals. Fast food, for most part, and ultra processed food doesn't have that. So for most part, the body just turns into energy and just wants more, because you haven't put what the body actually needs.
Kalador's magic unbound. No one does it better.
Nothing wrong with coffee, Fist. I drink coffee every day. Coffee is actually good for you. As long as you don't have adrenal exhaustion, adrenal fatigue, coffee is good. But if you're drinking too much coffee and you're doing too much stuff and you're just going crazy, you get adrenal fatigue from it eventually. And that's a terrible thing to get. As long as you don't have adrenal fatigue, coffee is great. Black coffee, of course. But coffee, too much coffee, abusing coffee, tea, can cause adrenal fatigue. I have experienced this myself. You guys remember those days when I used to stream like 12 to 15 hours a day? That was Elich on shit ton of coffee and monsters. And it just causes adrenal fatigue over time.
Son of Ulthuan, the Oath.
Your body needs to stop producing the hormone that gives you energy, and then it needs to go into relax mode, the hormone that puts you to sleep. But it can't, because one is getting abused and another one cannot increase in the body, because if one is high, the other one can go high. So body wants to stabilize things, but it can't, because you're considering coffee, tea, energy drinks. You're abusing it, and there's no balance. In the first half of the day, you can consume it, but the second half of the day, you have to stop consuming it, so the shit gets balanced, and you don't get adrenal fatigue. But it's hard to stop drinking coffee, you know, just like coffee tastes amazing, and you can get addicted as well, and you start drinking it, you're gonna start, it becomes a thing you drink every 3 hours. Before you know it, you have adrenal fatigue, and you're just like constantly wondering why you're tired. You literally, if you don't have a coffee, you don't function. That's adrenal fatigue. And then you have to stop drinking coffee for a couple of weeks, if not months, just to recover.
Another triumph for the dragon.
I am needed.
True son of Ulthuan.
I drink about 2 coffees and on average 2 teas a day. I try to do 1 coffee and 3 teas every day. And teas are usually all based on green tea.
What do you require?
If it's late in the day, I drink decaf. If it's early in the day, I drink regular coffee. And I like strong coffee. Almost always it's black coffee. Super rare is like a Turkish coffee with milk and sugar. Or with milk. But it's black coffee these days, like over 99% of the time.
You may look upon that.
I notice that I drink coffee because of habit. I drink coffee because of habit. I enjoy the taste. If you're on a low sugar diet, coffee has such an amazing flavor. You can actually taste most of it. And the black coffee is just like it's kind of like, you know, you can say like it's a habit / ritual. It's like I drink out of habit and I drink as I like it. And I notice when I drink coffee, things I like more. And if I don't drink coffee, it's like I feel like just the day starts a little bit slower. It will start eventually, but it starts a little bit slower. But the days with coffee just feel better.
Onward for Canada!
I did hear that activities you do, especially enjoyable activities, they're more enjoyable when you're under effects of coffee. And I can tell you from my personal experience that that is true.
The city is rank with corruption.
But a lot of people drink coffee because of habit, and because, you know, they feel like they're not gonna be able to boot up for the day without a coffee. And for a lot of those people, not everybody, I think that's adrenal fatigue. So you have to decide if you have adrenal fatigue or you just drink it out of habit. But some caffeine actually is helpful and healthy. But if you abuse it, it's the other way around. Oh! Imri got a turn extra. I know I'm passionate about health, nutrition, because, you know, I've been last 3 years I've been literally studying it, and so once you get me going about this, I can talk about it for hours. You guys know this, right? Okay, we gotta switch to call. What's that? Unusual location.
You must restore order.
I have tried. I'm literally trying new supplements every few months, and the thing with supplements is some work, and some work for only some people, either male or females, and depending on your age, and some don't work. And from my experience, I've actually found several supplements that that they work. They definitely work, especially in my case. But it's easily abusable, and there are side effects that I've also experienced. And ashwagandha is one such supplement. Ashwagandha, basically, it works on physical performance. It works on sexual performance. But abusing ashwagandha is also works if you're under stress. You'll deal with stress better. But the moment you start abusing it and use it without control, as you need to stop using it every 2 months for a month at least, you will develop some side effects, and the side effects are you're gonna start feeling numb, like joy will drop, and in my case as well, you're gonna start getting sexual headaches. And I told you guys about this episode I had last year. This is a real thing, sex headaches. Sexual headache is a headache that literally builds up in a matter of seconds when you're experiencing sexual pleasure. And it can go so bad, you can pass out from it. People that experience sexual headaches can literally pass out during sex. And ashwagandha and most of these things that help with the sex drive and sexual performance can cause sexual headaches when used for long periods of time. I thought I would have stroke and I would die. That's how it felt when I had it the first time. It just built up from 0 to 100% headache in a matter of 10 seconds. And it needed me like 10 minutes just to recover. It got so bad you can pass out from it. Sexual headache, it's a real thing. And this what happens if you abuse anything that improves sexual performance, like gives you a boner that lasts longer, or, you know, improves sperm count and shit like that. And not everybody gets this, but some people get sex headaches. And for to mitigate the side effects of sex headaches from 2 supplements that I use, I just have to lower the dose. And after a couple of weeks, I have to stop using it for a couple of weeks. And ashwagandha is a supplement that you can buy pretty much in any food store. And they recommend a dose of 5 grams. And if you consume 5 grams for several weeks, your body will get saturated so much with it, it might start causing some side effects. And what I've noticed, the side effects are feeling done for you. You'll stop feeling joy as much. You're gonna still start feeling numb, and the sexual headaches will start happening. The moment you stop consuming it, they go away. It goes away. But it does improve physical performance and the sex drive. And you dealing with stress. It's one of those supplements that really works, but you can't abuse it.
Theodore Bruckner.
Theodore Bruckner.
Elspeth.
There's another one also that has a similar effect.
Graveyard Rose. I suppose it's
This one is called Bulgarian Tribulus. It will only work on some people for physical stuff, but it helps a lot with the sex drive. In almost the same way as ashwagandha does. And the dose of 3 pills a day also causes sex headaches for me. So I literally just drop the dose to like 1 to 2 pills instead. This is the last supplement I tried. Bulgarian Tribulus. This one is actually one of the pricier supplements. I wouldn't say it does much for physical stuff. Maybe not for me. But regarding the sex stuff, a little the same as ashwagandha. This was supposed to improve physical performance, muscle stuff. I have not noticed it, but this one will give you a stronger and longer erection. That one definitely works. But if you use it for too long, it might cause sexual headaches. Basically, Viagra pretty much. If you need a stronger and longer erection, this will definitely work for you.
Lady of Shaiish.
But the physical stuff that it's supposed to do, I have not noticed anything from it. They had it on sale. They got like 2 bottles for price of 1, so I bought it. You know, like I said, I try new supplements every couple of months, and like I said, some work for some people, and some don't work. But I found several that work, and I keep using several still. Like the one that is definitely top tier, the algae stuff, like chlorella, spirulina, and you know the algae supplements. They definitely work. That's a top tier supplement. Ashwagandha works. This one it literally works in a similar way as ashwagandha. Maybe my body's not saturated with it for the other effect, but regarding sex stuff, it definitely works. Creatine works 100%. That one is probably one of the most researched ones that has been confirmed to work for a lot of people. But the most common supplement that I use from time to time is the whey powder. Because, you know, I make like Greek yogurt, or I make like some drink, and it's so easy to just put some 20-25 grams of it into it, just add a little bit more protein. And it's, for the amount of stuff you get, it's cheap. That's probably the top supplement people use, right? The whey powder. Because you can add it to anything, really.
Titan headsman of Nuln.
Titan headsman of Nuln. So Carl is going to turn 42.
Amethyst Mage.
I really like the topic of supplements, because there's so many of them, and there's definitely the ones that work. There's top tier stuff. I really think most people should be on a supplement of fish oil, because in the modern diet there is too much omega-6 and not enough omega-3. So nearly everybody should be using fish oil, because people don't eat fish, people don't like fish. And that's probably the most used supplement, should be the most used supplement in the world, fish oil. But fish oil should be of high quality, and it's not cheap. And I like to hear, you know, what people have experienced regarding supplements. Some supplements are no brain, like, you know, if you're fish oil is pretty much the most common supplement that everybody should use. A lot of people can't get enough protein. Females probably. So whey, for example, it's easy to add protein to the diet. Creatine as well. Yeah, there's some omega-3, but it's not enough for Gardener. Not enough. If all animals are healthy and they eat grass-fed stuff, they have enough. You're gonna have enough omega-3 stuff. But you don't want just omega-3. You want the DHA and EPA. Omega-3 alone is not gonna work. I get my fish oil from sardines. I eat like 3 to 5 cans a week. They're much cheaper than top tier fish oil, and you get like 3 times the amount, and you get some protein and other stuff with it as well. I don't like sardines. I've decided not to like them, but I still eat them. I eat sardines in brine, and I eat like up to 5 cans a week. If I really don't want to eat sardines, I drink some top-tier fish oil.
Rider of the Dragon in Carmine.
In the name of Magnus.
The problems with omega-3 is your body can create suboptimal cells, and you can function for years before any problems start happening. So people just take it for granted and they ignore this issue. I ate fish last week, and in reality they ate fish last month. Outside fish, it's really hard to get any omega-3 anymore.
Take your head for the Countess. The Titan headsman has little patience for you. I command here.
I've been consuming 10,000 units of vitamin D3 this year, as was the main change I did with my diet this year. Since they fucked up the recommendations, makes you wonder what else they fucked up. Like for years, they really fucked up the RDF on a lot of things. And I haven't had a cold since April last year. And I walk outside in the rain, and I'm around people that have cold, flu, and I'm not getting sick. This is the longest time I didn't get a cold. The longest time in my life. And the main change I did, I made my vitamin D3 dose 4 times as much. The dose they recommend is not enough for the body. Makes you wonder what else they fucked up. The best thing is they started selling very large doses of vitamin D3. And I've heard from a couple of doctors as well that you can't even overdose on D3. Because every cell has can store the vitamin D3.
Summon the Elector Counts.
Not pills, spray.
I can pass judgment now, but you won't.
They even started selling 10,000 units of D3 in one serving. That tells you how fucked up they did the research. It's almost like somebody fucked up a zero. And it's one of the most important vitamins for your health. The most important. And there is not enough of it in the modern diet. I'll keep taking 10,000 units every day, and I'll tell if I get any side effects in a couple of years, if any.
So,
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Empire's blessings, yes. Fight for our nation.
It's like the same shit with vitamin C. Oh, you're gonna get scurvy if you just eat meat. 2 months. Every meal. Eggs, ground beef, beef patties. Nothing else. No supplements, no shit, no bullshit. I drink just water and a coffee. 2 months later. Felt best in my life. Vitamin C deficiency, huh? 2 months. Makes you wonder what else they fucked up. $50 micrograms of vitamin D3, that's like 2,000 units. It's solid. That's solid. That's basically 10 times what used to be the RDA, Toro 4. And then they doubled the RDA to 10, and they doubled it to 20. They're probably gonna double it again, and they're gonna double it again, because, you know, they fucked it up. Because new studies have shown that the body needs way more vitamin D than they thought originally.
Dark Lady of Nome.
You can easily take 200 micrograms.
For Sigmar and Bari.
I've been taking 250 micrograms of vitamin D3 every day this year. That's not taking into account my diet. And I have to tell you, the last couple of months, especially in January, I haven't felt probably this good ever in my life. I haven't had a cold since April last year. My nephew and my sister-in-law had they live here. They had a cold couple of times.
Great swords!
Not me.
Heldenhammer!
Cold. There's a couple of reasons why I get a cold, but stress is the main factor usually.
We are Sigmar's heirs!
But nutrition plays a big role too.
Reichsguard!
Spiritor of Shaiish.
Hardest thing for me right now is to eat Kino sardines every day. That's just the hardest thing. I will be just enough optimal omega-3, APA and DHA for a physically active man in my years. That's I'm still trying to do that. I'm failing at that. I'm not trying to, you know, just have health. I start trying to get optimal health. Can of sardines is so hard to eat every day. And it's 70 grams. 70 grams and it's still so hard. They just... There's something about it that's like... repulsive after eating them for too long. I have to be really, really, really hungry. Like not eat anything for 3 days to even to enjoy sardines.
The graveyard rose.
I used to didn't mind eating them, but these days I feel repulsed by them. Mackerel is not as bad, but it's over 2 times the cost.
To the skies! With darkness! Forthwith! Shadows at my call! As Yuna fell, cycles doom.
Still don't have Pale Sight out.
The Dark Lady of Nome. Mage of Death.
I've been trying to find some quality sardines, not just one in brine. I saw Portuguese have top tier sardines in decent cans. They're like slightly larger than the Mediterranean sardines, but those cans are hard to find. I guess it doesn't make no sense to sell Portuguese sardines here when we have lots of sardine brands on our market.
Reichsguard Knights!
I saw a couple of those old Portuguese folk factories that make sardines, and the thing looks like literally like a 5-star sardines compared to our sardines.
Take aim! Yes, sir!
Yes!
We are Sigmar's heirs!
70 grams of sardines in brine is under €1. It's really cheap. It used to cost like 30 cents. And it's one of the best things you can eat. It's just awful. That's why people don't eat this shit. That's why it's so cheap. A can of tuna is 3 times as expensive. And tuna doesn't have the omega-3s like sardines or mackerel. It's pretty much just protein with some nutrients. Yeah, when I buy tuna, I don't buy yellowfin. I buy skipjack, because yellowfin can grow a couple 100 kilograms big, while skipjack tuna can only grow up to 10 kilos. So it's not as polluted. And sardines are one of the smallest fish, so they're one of the best to eat.
The Empire ensures! For the twin-tailed comet! Ready for war!
Oh, tuna tastes okay.
Now!
I don't mind eating tuna, especially if you make a meal out of it. Well, sardines are just awful these days.
They walk beneath our shadow.
Missile troops!
I think the best fish to eat, price and taste-wise, is mackerel. When it comes to nutrients. Salmon is way too expensive. Especially wild caught. But salmon will be top tier. And then mackerel. Mackerel is just affordable. It's okay taste. And top tier nutrients. I don't care fish about taste. I care about fish for nutrients.
The graveyard rose.
So I guess I have to compromise for a slightly more expensive fish and start eating mackerel instead of sardines.
For Heldenhammer! Missiles will fly! Yes, sir! Sigmar guides us!
Onwards, Encarmine. Elspeth von Draken. To the skies! By the amethyst
Weapons ready! State troops ready! For France! To battle! Reichsguard Knights!
Spiritor of Shaiish.
Charge!
Let's say take double damage. Seems like maybe like 50% more damage.
Ready for war! To battle!
Maybe I just thought I eat sushi more often.
Take position!
The Empire!
The reason I stopped eating sushi because I want to save money. Sushi in the last 3 years have quadrupled in price. Like, what the fuck?
No!
That is insane.
Attack!
Used to get such a nice sushi for like 13 euros. And now, like, same meal would cost 40. And I feel you get less. If you want to get more fish, you pay even more. Sushi is my favorite way to eat fish, and I think it's also the best way to eat fish when it's raw. Since the fish fat is heat sensitive.
Raise our standards here. Elspeth von Draken.
Will we finish these guys finally here?
Dark Lady of Nome.
Also, an average person will build over 0.5% of their stuff. Not sure if there was a brain or cells from trans fats, dear bro, which is basically close to plastics. A lot of people probably have it close to 1%.
Join me, for the pillars of the world tremble. Wielder of the pale scythe.
It's acceptable if it's under 0.5%, but most people have it close to 1% these days.
As is my right by Sigmar's crown.
People just can't help themselves, they gotta eat donuts. And cheap peanut butter and shit like that.
Yes, General.
So deal bro, you eat peanut butter. How much is like a kilo of peanut butter, quality peanut butter in your state? Peanut butter is so cheap if you ask me, and why do people eat the one? I guess they don't want the oil to split from the peanuts. That's why they put trans fats in there. So they want to keep the texture the same, so they put poison inside. Because, you know, they are too lazy to mix it for 3 minutes.
If that's what the Emperor commands. Get too close and it'll be the last thing you do.
I mean, most peanut butter has, they add about 2 grams of salt and a couple of grams of sugar, and it's fine. as long as they don't add trans fats to keep the same texture. When you buy peanut butter, the top of the jar should be liquid, always. And then you take a knife and then you mix it slowly on the top, then the middle, then the bottom, and 3 minutes later it has the same texture. And because of this laziness and this inconsistent texture, for some people, they rather eat poison. In Poland, 100% peanut butter nowadays is about €4 per kilo. Holy shit! That is dirt cheap. 1 kilo peanut butter, 6,000 calories, shit ton of protein, fat, fiber, only €4. That's like gotta be the cheapest nutritious food that you can get. €4 per kilo. What the hell? If I don't get organic, it will cost me €8 for a kilo. Organic would cost 14 or 15 euros. I think a kilo of peanut butter organic for 14 euros is a steal. I buy 100% peanut butter and I add about 5 grams of salt and then I mix it. I've noticed that if I don't eat organic peanut butter, I get pimples on my face. A couple of weeks ago, I went to the cinemas like 3 times in 1 month, and I was eating a lot of peanuts. And they were not organic, just standard peanuts from Argentina. And within a week, I had 3 pimples on my face. Stop eating that shit, switch back to organic, pimples gone. 1 kilogram of pure creatine monohydrate is 20 euros. What the fuck, man? Poland, what a place. Poland has one of the most respected politicians currently in the world, guys, if you don't know. Poland is setting new standards for how to lead a country and get ahead for the people.
Theodore Bruckner.
What the fuck are we gonna do with Theodore Bruckner?
Moving out.
I treat peanut butter as dessert food here, bro. I usually eat it with Greek yogurt. I mix Greek yogurt with chia seeds, some berries, cinnamon. I put sometimes some nuts or pumpkin seeds, and then I put a big spoon of peanut butter inside, and then I mix everything together until it's the same thing. And then on top I put a little bit honey. And that's like a complete meal slash dessert for me. If the berries are frozen, it literally is like ice cream.
Summon the Elector Counts.
Sometimes I mix, put some whey in it as well, or skyr. Skyr is it's like a low-fat cheese or yogurt, just to get more protein in. I really like the taste of peanut butter. It's when it comes to flavor, it's like one of the best things, I think. But I don't eat much of it. Maybe I eat like I don't know, half a pound of it a week. We can do requisition next turn. Cheese with peanut butter. Cheese with peanut butter. Got a bunch of more of these Electrocon state troops here. These days, I eat cheese with turkey ham, and usually with fried eggs combined. But mostly with turkey ham. I like get the 2 slices of turkey ham and a slice of cheese. Sometimes just eat it without anything else. If it's like one of those softer cheeses, I usually eat it with steak. Or ground beef. Don't really tend to snack in Gardener. You know, once I start eating, it's usually just the entire meal. Tend to keep my meals over 1,000 calories.
Speak. I will hear you now. Be warned, my mood is dark.
No peace. Okay, boys, I'm gonna get some drink. Be right back. We are back, boys. Lorelorn got destroyed by the Norscans. Wintertooth is an empire. Ooh. Ooh. What do we have there? Nemesis crown could be ours in a few turns.
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit!
I think we should go for that. Finish off Sylvania on the way. I've been nearly stomping Vlad. Diglok Bro has requested Chaos Dwarf campaign, which will be played after the Sellouts campaign. And he's also requested some game. This game here. What do you guys say we try this game tonight? I'm really feeling it tonight. I'm gonna get some food and see what this is about. Are you there, bro? What say you, Agnieta? I'm really intrigued when I see shit like this. I'm always hoping for the best, but end up getting scarred for life.
Ready for war! State troops ready! Halberdiers! The Empire endures! Soldiers of the Empire! Halberdiers!
Is this one of those games I need a glass of wine or two?
Oh my god.
For
Have you seen that shit? Holy shit.
My subjects call!
Knights of more in the army now.
Ready for war! My rule is absolute!
The other game requests are open again. Ever since since last month. So if you guys have request tokens, and you wanna request request a non-total war game, it's upon agreement. Diego Bro has requested this game. I'm not sure what it's about, but I assume it's of a psychological horror nature game. What else could it be, right? One moment, boys. One moment. Whipture equals psychological horror, that's for sure. Hidden Booba game. Oh man, I hope it's a Hidden Booba game. I hope it's a Hidden Booba game. Where is it? This is the worst. We forgot something and you're not ready. Yeah, I guess this is acceptable. Merlot, right? Quality Merlot. It doesn't look like a psychological horror to me, Top Manager. Otherwise, why would he request it, right? Imagine he requested some game where you're just doing some casual whip shit. You know, like slice of life stuff. That'd probably be even worse than a horror game. Right? Okay, almost done. Okay, done.
By Ulrich's wrath! Take position!
Verheldenhammer! Call Frank to arms then!
Wolves don't want to be close to cavalry. This cavalry destroys wolves. They have no armor. Honey Pop. I think I actually played Honey Pop. I might have been drunk, so I don't remember.
Take aim! What do you bid? Verheldenhammer!
So I actually watched one really bizarre anime while I was drunk, and then when I wanted to watch it because somebody recommended it to me, I couldn't remember, but the Netflix remembered. Then I just tried really hard to remember, and then I just like assumed I was drunk when I watched it.
For Ulfdorf! The Empire endures! Great swords! Yes, sir!
Yes, sir.
Yes, my lord! Now! Smoke and mirrors! I will break them! Fight them!
The Empire! That guy!
How the wolf switched from the cavalry, huh?
I am life!
Sigmar guides us! Ready for war! For Heldenhammer! Behold! For the Emperor! Battle awaits!
Kinda crazy that 3 steam tanks can hold an entire army of trash.
The wind of life blows!
Are you doing stunk this stream? I think I'm gonna just finish the turns of Carl. And we're gonna get food, and when I get back we'll check this Dilbert request.
The Empire endures!
Kevin watched the old Trigun anime Elich recommended. Any questions? Any questions? Any
By Ulrich's
confused. Ding 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 ding.
I am its vessel!
Sigmar!
Trigun. Let me see. They just show the knight, huh? I mean, there, bro, you didn't set a date for it, so I think usually when they send the date, I just feel like I pick the time and it feels the best to play it. And ever since you requested this game, I'm curious what it is, because, you know, I wanna... When people request shit here, you know, it's usually for a reason. So I'm curious what is the reason. You know, don't clip this shit, but I was also excited to play Doki Doki Literature Club until I had found out that I had to read walls of text. I'm fully expecting you and chat to hate it. Well, anything the chat hates is good with me. Don't clip, you say. So Deobro did request. He requested a special Chaos Dwarf campaign, and this this game was 5 request tokens combined. Yeah. Chaos Dwarfs plus. What is this game called again? My side. My side. I've doubled that. So Deobro went from. He went from. Where the hell is it? Oh. From 22 to 17 request tokens. Oh man, he's gonna go broke there, bro. You have 17 left. Yeah. Deborah requests a special Chaos Dwarfs campaign will be played sometimes after the Begging for campaigns. And I'm looking forward to it because it looks like it's gonna be a longer Chaos Dwarf campaign, and we haven't really played that much of Chaos Dwarfs. I think the dark cloud over the Chaos Dwarfs have definitely lifted, so we might be able to enjoy it more. When is Saint Isaac special campaign? It's actually going to be the first campaign after we do consulting. So the plan right now, finish back and forth, do consulting, and then do Saint Isaac request.
Yes, to unite the provinces. Move!
I'm gonna try to get the crown on Khal.
I see no other option.
Deobro requested the Chaos Dwarf where there's going to be some randomness. So we're going to randomly roll which Chaos Dwarf Lord. And it will also have a Greenskin Crisis. 3 factions will be set to +6, and there'll be a perma war with those 3 factions. Same like in Tyrion campaign. So it's going to use the wheel. And this randomness can deliver, or it could be on the boring side of things, but we'll see. One of those faction groups ought to be fun. We still haven't had a chat about what Saint Isaac wants. But for 5 request tokens that he has available with the special request plus what he has, can definitely request something big. Some of the things that might be minor, it seems, will be negotiable. Well, we combined some faction groups there, bro. You know, South of Bertonia, for example, is now together with Wood Elves. And all the undead are together as well. So it'll be more interesting.
Now.
But unlike in the Tyrion campaign, this time we're gonna be using 50 per potential points, so it's gonna be definitely more interesting. Because the base one was not enough for this type of campaign. So it's gonna be way higher potential. An impressive start for Empire Captain. Somebody wanted to request Dark Souls 3, I think. I don't know who, but I've completely forgotten about that. God damn, should have written this shit down.
I am Prince and Emperor.
I have not played Dark Souls 3.
Elspeth von Draken.
There's a problem when you chat with too many people. There are drunk episodes in between. And unless you write the shit down... I started writing shit down, you know, on a notepad. Have like a file like this. But, yeah. Didn't write that one down.
Wielder of the Pale Scythe. Send these spirits to Mor's realm.
Curious to see what kind of strong, what kind of level of fate, you know, will happen with, in here. Still no sight.
I protect the Empire, either side of the grave.
Visaland is finally under Empire control. Turn 39. And we got a Pale Sight. That's a very, very, very powerful